Today's adventure brings me to the Volusia County Fairgrounds, a place I have never been, in Deland. Now, I've been to Deland before, but never to these fairgrounds, where there are a series of events that are taking place today as the recording of this Sunday, January 7th, 2024. The Deland Comics and Collectibles show is happening. There's also a postcard and old map show, and I believe a model train show also taking place today. Welcome everyone, TheDailyWoo here. As I was driving by, I saw a truck pull up and put up this banner. So evidently it happened yesterday, but as I am filming this, today is Sunday. They're also gonna have some model trains back here in these fairgrounds that I have never stepped foot in before. I've been to a lot of fairs. I don't believe I've ever been to this property before. The fair's not taking place, but there are 3 different events taking place. The trifecta of collectible goodness, if you will, here at the Volusia County Fairgrounds in Deland, Florida. I'm inviting you, it's good to have you here, to join me. Shall you? Uh-oh. Those are pulling into the fairgrounds. Fire truck and ambulance. All right, here's the 3rd paper and postcard show. Now, probably doesn't seem like it'd be the most exciting thing, but you combine it with the other events, and honestly, I might find some pretty good relic postcards in there. You never know what they might have. Could end up being good. Yeah, this old property is like stepping back in time. Look at this Farm Bureau building. Look at that. Like screams old school nostalgia right there. And this is the Volusia County Agricultural Center. I don't even know what you would deem this kind of architecture, but it's pretty fantastic looking, right? Look at this little archway over there leading up to the classic. I like the way this building looks. To be honest, there's a lot more. Oh, what is that? There's a lot more people here than I was expecting. A lot more vehicles. Classic car alert. There were cones. Yeah, take a look. A lot of cars here. Looks to be like it's a pretty successful event that's transpiring. This is located in the Bill Hester Exhibit Hall. I guess through that door there. Not sure where the other 2 events are. There's the Volusia County Fire. Truck number 35. Looks like Superman, or no, this is Batman. I think it's Batman. No, Superman. Holding up the today only sign. All right, $5, pretty good deal to get into the Comics and Collectibles show. Got my wristband. Quite a few vendors, definitely a lot of comics. They're assorted items. So here's some baseball cards over here. Classic baseball card. Look at this, 89 score. This is like my wheelhouse, this era of collecting baseball cards. Pretty much from like 85, 86, more like 87 tops, 88 tops, up to like 90, 91 tops. Never really got into the hockey cards so much, but oh man, I had a couple of these starting lineups. Look at this Boggs here. Boggs is on the Red Sox, Nolan Ryan here. Check out the Simpsons stuff. It has a Simpsons thermos right there. Oh, here's a good question. How much snake can one woman take? A Dune sandworm for $175. All these Godzilla model kits as well. Oh, there's the Phantom of the Opera right there. These are kind of remind me of the Mego era. I don't think those are Megos, but they're the DC. Got Batman here, classic Batman, classic Superman. Supernaturals vehicles. Those kind of are similar to like Mask. Remember Mask? They're kind of similar to those, but they're called Supernaturals. They're like almost like Haunted Edition. The Bat Bopper and the Ghost Finder, $475 and $500. I've never heard of those before, but they look pretty awesome. Whoa. Michael Jordan Little Sport Basketball. Without, you don't have the rim, but it has the backboard on it. That's a relic. Some Return of the Jedi and Empire figurines down here too. All right, here is Electro Man, programmed with fantastic powers of sound and light. You can see Electro Man's kind of hiding there behind the box. Not seeing a price on that one. There's a Shaq with the Magic card right there. Shaq is going to have his number retired in mid-February. The Magic finally are going to honor him by retiring the number 32 at the home stadium in middle of February. I wonder if Shaq will be there. It'd be pretty cool if he was. Amazing Spider-Man up there, 180, 180, 350, 200, 260. That is not a rabbit hole I'm going to go down. Oh, is this Apollo? Is this like a damaged Apollo with the... He's almost like the black eye from Rocky IV. Maybe right there. See, he's got like the kind of the dotted red eye. Also, there is, I think there's an original Rock'em Sock'em Robots up here. Look at that. $250. Ooh, getting into the lunchbox area. There's a Lost in New York lunchbox. Home Alone 2 right there. Got an old original mermaid plastic lunchbox. 10 bucks. Lunchboxes with, these are $10 each. These are not the metal ones, but oh my gosh, there is a Dick Tracy lunchbox for $10. All right, this is fun. We have Dollar Comics right here if we're trying to get started on comic collecting. Maybe trying to get someone that's maybe not into comics, just wants to read a little comic book action. Dollar Comics, can't beat that. All right, I got the AT-AT down here. How much is that? $95. Would like to have an original AT-AT. Be kind of neat. Of course, Batman. This is awesome. Oh, look at this. Best Batman. Michael Keaton, 89. Tim Burton, $55 for the whole set. It's actually really not too bad. $55. Then you got Batman Returns, the follow-up, and then Growing Pains. Check out Growing Pains cards over here. Oh, Harry and the Hendersons and Dick Tracy. Ooh, how much is this Dick Tracy movie card box here? How much is this? 25 bucks? $25. I'm gonna get this. Oh, there's also this one. I don't know which one I should get. Which one takes up less space? I think this might be the whole set. Maybe not. Super glossy movie cards and stickers. It's not Barbie, it's Dusty. They had a trade-in special for Dusty. For $1.99 you could trade something else in. I guess back when that came out. Oh, here's a 79 Star Wars Sandcrawler, and it works for 750 bones. All right, I've started my haul. I'll show off what I buy towards the end. Oh man, Beanie Babies. They're $1 each. These used to be like the hottest commodity around the turn of the century. Oh nice, you can get the real Turbo Man right there. Yeah, again, this is definitely a lot more going on in here than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I didn't really know what to expect size-wise. There's a lot of vendors. Superman, Wonder Woman. But take a look at this here. There is a Marvel edition of Close Encounters, the Spielberg movie. There's a Marvel special edition, Close Encounters Collector Edition right there for $15. Masters here. Captain America watch. Even some Viewmaster stuff here. The old Viewmaster. I think I have this one in a box somewhere. They have like the posters in there as well. Pretty good prices. 10 bucks, 15 bucks. It's pretty dang good prices. Is this a Vader one? Look at that giant poster inside. The 3PO file. The power behind the throne. Maybe I should buy one of these. Maybe I should buy one. I think I have that one already. Official Poster Monthly. Ben Kenobi, man or legend?
Next you know he's like,
I'm gonna get this one. I'm gonna get the 3PO file. And the $5 mission also included entrance into the Vintage Paper Show, free to comic customers. $5 admission, not bad. Vintage Paper Show. I get some good vintage. I love some good vintage postcards and masks. Maybe I can find something. Oh wow! Look at this one sheet of 20,000 Leagues, $300. That's pretty awesome. The mightiest motion picture of them all, based on the famous Jules Verne novel.
There's classic Disneyland Disney World attraction. R.I.P. All right, I am liking this little section of the con as well. Some old magazines. All this stuff is just so fascinating when you start like kind of digging through a lot of this stuff and reading a lot of old newspapers and pamphlets and magazines. You get a lot of stuff that, there's a lot of stuff online, but there's a lot of stuff that's not on the internet as far as, look at this, and Goofy saying, plan ahead. Oh, he ran out of room. He ran out of room when he was painting. Oh, here's some Knott's stuff. Look at this. It's a Knott's Berry Farm Ghost Town from '59. Mrs. Knott's Chicken Dinner Menu. I don't know how much these are, but they have them itemized by all these roadside attractions, including Disney, right over here. And then you got Miracle Strip Amusement Park in Panama City, which is another one. South of the border, Universal Studios. I'm not really sure what the price is. Some of them are individually priced, but I'm going to dig through these and get quite a few of them. I'm also going to get that Knott's Menu. All right, I've gone down a serious rabbit hole. Every one of these has just so many roadside attractions and Americana postcards and theme park postcards. So I've already bought quite a few, but I'm gonna have the next booth over, and all of these are $2 to $3 each, these Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm ones. Again, I'll show the haul. Look at this, there's Sad Eye right there. I'm gonna spend some money on this stuff today. All right, I am loading up on the postcards. I kind of want to get some postcard holders. They sell them in here too. They put in like a 3-ring binder. Make it easier for collecting. All right, I came over to another booth. This one has the best prices of all of them. These are all $1 each.
Now notice that some of them are Disneyland, some are Disney World.
This is somewhere overseas. This is international. Yeah. But it looks like the castle.
And there's a couple higher end ones right below here. I don't know if you've seen the advertising.
Yeah, those are great. Yeah, little did I know that the postcard community was so intense. Postcards, paper collectibles galore through here. I have gone down a massive rabbit hole. I think theme park, especially like Knott's, Disneyland, Disney, Universal, Hollywood, Florida, that postcard collection is going to be, I think it's going to be one of my new things I'm going to really start collecting. It doesn't take up a lot of space, and it's just so awesome to see some of the photos that I've never seen before. Oh man, this is not good. 25 cents for these old Florida tropical tourism. This is like the most inexpensive out of all the ones I've seen. Some are like $3 and $4 and $5 each. The other one was $1 each, and now these are only $1/4 each. Yeah, look at all this. These are hilarious. Rose spruce gum. Delights assorted shoes. All right, I need to stop looking. I am definitely loading up with some postcard stuff through here. There's an Urkel doll. Oh, there is a freaking Urkel doll. Right over there next to Rainbow Bride. Let's see how much that Urkel doll is.
Just random.
Okay.
It's more like a flea market.
Yeah. Well, the Urkel doll pulled me in, but I'm sure I could probably find something else. It's $20 for the Urkel doll. That's 100% sold right there. Check out the Max Headroom. I think it must be like a calendar, maybe? Coca-Cola calendar? Oh, Headroom. Oh, it's New Coke. It's the New Coke. Look at that. 20 bucks for this. What a deal. The voice is a little off, but still. All right, heading out at least from those two spots. See if I can find that train thing. But man, I got some gold today. I get home, showcase what I got. See if I can find the miniature train area. See if it's even happening, or if maybe that banner was just left over. I asked a few people inside at the postcard thing and the collectible show, and they didn't know anything about the train thing, but maybe it's farther down that way in the other buildings. Pretty much everyone I talked to in there had no idea about the train thing. So if I do find it back here, I can't imagine there being a lot of people at it. I'll drive back here to the back of the property. Could be back there, but highly doubtful. Doesn't seem to be anything going on in those buildings. This says Yazoo owes mower and repair service right here. Phillips 66 signage. Yeah, it looks like Urkel
is pointing at this Phillips 66 sign. Pretty happy to have gotten this. There's a couple things that I've been looking for a while. I want to get the Paul Rubens Pee Wee one. I'll find that at a thrift store or collectible thing. I would imagine if it was at an antique shop that this Urkel would probably be about $75 to $100. However, here it was 20 bucks. Now I did pay a little bit overpriced for some of the postcards. Some of the postcards were $1 or $1, but there were a few of the booths where they were $2 and $3 and $4 for the Disney ones. So that kind of added up a little bit, but most of the postcards I got for $1 or $1. But yeah, take a look. Jaleel White as Urkel. Did I do that? Got any cheese? Got any cheese? Ah, so good. Love Family Matters. Got any cheese? Did I do that? Ah, so good. Been wanting this for a while. 20 bucks. Can't beat it. I spent way more than $20 on the postcard stuff, so not gonna lie, spent some money today. And I'm not seeing any of the train stuff anywhere. Take a look at this. Theo Strawn Incorporated. So Strawn citrus was like a big thing. Bob White oranges. There used to be a Bob White oranges abandoned building like 10, 12 years ago. I did a video of it. Can't remember exactly where that was. It says here on the front, DeLeon Springs. That must have been where it was. O.W. Crippen, Deland, Florida. Urkel is not being any help trying to find. Did I do that? This may or may not end up being the thumbnail. Got any cheese? All right, made it back over to Celebration now. Heading home. Sun glare. All right, back home now. This is all the stuff that I bought. And while I'm very excited about getting some Star Wars stuff, the Dick Tracy stuff, the Urkel, I really was not expecting to be so thrilled with finding all those postcards. And this was end up getting this too as well. This was $4 for the little container. And it'll hold, there's two different type of postcards, like the regular size, and then there's something called a continental size. So I also got the dividers here, so I could put the postcards I already have, plus the ones I just bought in there, and I can divide them up. Like, let's say I want to put Knott's Berry Farm, Universal, Disney, Disneyland, Disney World, Disneyland, except, and just other random postcards. I can use those to itemize them, and then I also have the bigger sleeves here that you could put. Now, some of the ones I bought already had the sleeves, and then there's also the 11 16ths by 5 3/4 postcard sleeve. But you can see, I guess the continental size is just a little bit bigger. So this is going to come in handy, and I think this is going to be a new hobby for me, collecting and organizing the postcards, because I'm just super awesome seeing a lot of photos of some of the parks, some of the attractions and things at different theme parks that I hadn't seen photos of before. I'll show what I got. I do want to show with the, oh, it's a big Vader poster. Nice. Vader. I like that. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That's in the official poster monthly, the 3PO file. It's a Vader. Old school Vader poster. Love that. Yeah, if only these things were still a thing. May the Force be with you, free with every $10 order. There was even a saber. Look at this. Darth Vader lives. That's pretty dang awesome. They had a flight bag, iron-on, transfers. The Darth Vader lives was a keychain. $2. Where's my $2? And of course the Steve Urkel. Now this is not the whole box set of this. These are the packs. So you're kind of like mix and matching on hopefully getting the whole set. So they're unopened packs here with
16 glossy movie cards each and a sticker. No gum in these. And as you can see, I got a heck of a lot of postcards to kind of showcase here real quick. So I purchased all of this. This one, really nice guy that I met there at the convention in a Phillies cap found this for me and gave this for me. A Liver Lips postcard, so I don't think I caught his name, but really nice guy that had a Phillies cap on. So thanks for the Liver Lips postcard to go with the plethora of other ones that ended up. While most of them are individual postcards, a few of them are like little sets. So here's 26 colorful photos of the Vacation Kingdom from back in the day. You got the Poly, you got the monorail going through the Contemporary. And this is all, these are all still attached. So I got these also. Palm course with the golf area there. What is this? Fort Wilderness, back when they had the canoes going through Fort Wilderness. Oh, those canoe trails aren't even feasible anymore. I think they're just kind of like swampy remains left at this point. This Knott's is a pull-out here, so you kind of open it up. This was $10 for this one. Having some trouble opening it. But it has Walter and Cordelia Knott there in front of the original Barry stand. Even has the Walt signature on it. That is this, man, I love Knott's. And then there's this, which just was a heck of a deal. Some of these were $1 each, some of them were a quarter, some of them were $2 and $3 each, and there may have even been one or two that were $4. Most of them were $2 each, give or take, but a few of them were $1 or a quarter. Quite a few handful of them were a quarter also. This was only $1 for this. I was kind of surprised. They're like, oh, it's only $1. It has like the Country Bears. It's like another entire booklet that you would tear out the postcards and mail them out as well. This has got to be Disney. No, it's Disney World. Wow, okay, interesting. Because Disney World no longer has the canoes. So a thing of the past. They don't do the canoes. They still do it at Disneyland. There's the Liberty Bell. There's the Mike Fink boats. And this postcard is dedicated to Carefree Corner, which no longer is called Carefree Corner anymore. Corner's still there. That's just what I love about this kind of stuff. All the info. This is on Main Street, USA at Disneyland. Of course, I got to separate the Universal from the Knott's, the Disneyland, and the Walt and the WDW ones. You can see right there the Mark Twain going past where the. Wait a second. Hold on. No, that's not the Matterhorn. That was on the Rivers of America, the Mark Twain, the Thundering Falls of Cascade Mountain. For a minute, I thought that was the Matterhorn, but no, that's Cascade Mountain, which isn't there on the rivers anymore. And then you got the greetings from Disneyland there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set this there, and I'll kind of go through them really quickly. And I won't cover all of them, but I'll just kind of go through quickly. And I won't cover all of them, but I'll kind of browse through them. So you got some Epcot World Showcase, another World Showcase. These are all super vintage. You got the Mexico Pavilion there. You got kind of looking over at all the pavilions, even the Journey to Imagination Pavilion, the land. You can see kind of peeking up over there. Look at this classic one here, looking back at Spaceship Earth with like part of Communicore. There used to be water there. So this is where the new construction is now, in that new World Celebration area. But back in the day, you can see there used to be water there, like almost like a little like a pond of sorts. Yeah, all these are, look at this, looking down from the Imagination Pavilion. Some of them are dated, some of them are not dated. It still says Future World on there. Great photo of the monorail. Look at Dumbo, the character there with the monorail going by. This was an area called Topiary Lane. It used to be something called Topiary Lane. We had the topiaries on it. And of course this needs no introduction. Then you got Goofy. Can't tell what that is. It was like a golf course. Is that the Poly? Kind of looks like Animal Kingdom Lodge. That was way before Animal Kingdom Lodge. And look at this, little Splash Mountain action right there on rivers. You got the Brayers. And then you got Main Street. Then we're kicking over to Disneyland, an old photo, a Haunted Mansion. We got some Country Bears. Then we're getting into some Knott's action. Look at all this Knott's gold. This is just pure retro gold through here. Calico Saloon. You got the classic cowboys here, even the bottle house, Knott's. I got to organize all these so they're in order, but yeah, I got the blacksmith there. Just go through these quickly. You got some, look at this little signature there, Walt Disney. It's not, obviously it's just a reproduction, but you got Mickey. Check out this J. Thaddeus Toad. These are all postcards. You can mail these out at one time. There's Mickey at Disneyland. Seven Dwarfs and Snow White and Friends at Disneyland. Got the monorail beam going by. This is Disneyland also, Golden Horseshoe. Look at this entrance into Tomorrowland. Oh, take my money please on these. The Upjohn Company. The Upjohn Company was an old-fashioned drugstore in Disneyland. Over 100 pharmaceutical antiques used to be in there on Main Street, USA. There's the Matterhorn. There's one of the keel boats right there. And then looking at the Poly there, here in Florida. Again, there's like a mixture. This is epic Epcot. Oh, where do they get that? Do they have a helicopter getting this frame? They use like a big crane to get that right there. Oh man, that is now the Guardians queue line. Of course, the monorail goes. Also got this one-day ticket here for Walt Disney World. And then we're getting into some Knott's action again. Knott's. This is interesting. Aunt Nellie playing her dulcimer at Knott's. Look at that right there. And this is Disney World. This is not one of the boats that takes you across currently that's there now. This is the Osceola. And you can even see someone from Davenport, 1971. This is opening freaking year. The Osceola going across the river there, or across the lake. Back into Knott's, you got Walt Cordelia. Then you got some SeaWorld. I got a couple SeaWorld ones as well. All right, just a few more. I'm going to organize all these a little bit later. Now, one of the ladies at one of the booths that was showing me this and said this used to be a really popular one. Very rarely do you see Walt himself on a postcard. But here's Walt at his original Magic Kingdom. You can see it's written in the date stamped here. 1970 was when they stamped it on there. 9 cents to send a postcard at that point. A lot of postcards have a lot of, written out mementos. There is Mickey. Is that Jingles? Is that the Mary Poppins horse at Disneyland? No, that's Disney World. It's on the Cinderella It's not even called the Cinderella Carousel anymore. I believe it's called the... Gosh, what is it called now? It's not called the Cinderella Carousel here in Florida anymore. They changed the name of that. Again, going through all these. I don't have too many doubles. Most of these are all original. Here's a old hotel off Disney World property. It's not a Disney World hotel, but this was the International Inn between Orlando and Walt Disney World on International Drive. And then you got right here, this is the... Oh, this is now where the Starbucks is at Disneyland. That's the old market house. Oh, that is a thing of beauty right there. Look at this. Disney World, Liberty Bell going by. The mansion. Oh, I got two of those. I didn't realize I bought two of those. Then you got some of this. Then you got back to Disneyland now with... Yeah, that is Disneyland. That's that side. World of Laughter, Topiary Animals. Small world there. Yeah, because the one in Florida is enclosed. Disneyland. So we're going to get back into Disneyland territory. Again, Disneyland. Disney World Mansion. Disney World Mickey. Space Mountain. Disney World. Jungle Cruise. This is probably Disneyland. Yep, Disneyland. Look at this. So, I also want to clarify this too. People will always say Walt's original Magic Kingdom. And some people will go, no, it was never called Magic Kingdom. It was always called Magic Kingdom until 71 when they opened up here. And now people know Walt Disney World's as the Magic Kingdom. But it was always referred to as the Magic Kingdom. So when people refer to Walt's original Magic Kingdom, they're talking about Disneyland. I've stated that in the past, and it always kind of gets some flack here and there from some people. I just kind of want to clarify that. Take a look at this. 19th century prescription counter at the Upjohn Pharmacy. Here's the inside of the Upjohn. Look at this. Look how full Mark Twain is. Yeah, that's Disneyland. Then we're getting some Hollywood. There's a Chinese theater there in Hollywood. Here's a little youngin putting his handprints in someone else who signed their handprints. Can't tell a year on this, but that's definitely an old photo. And then we get into Knott's again. This was at Knott's. Look at this. This cowboy over here. And this volcano was at Knott's. I didn't realize this. There was a old volcano at Knott's that erupted and rumbled and belches smoke out every day at Knott's. Again, these are all completely out of order. But mostly, you know, anything Hollywood I'm going to buy. Anything Knott's I'm going to buy. Look at this at Knott's. Ah, oh, it's so good. Stagecoach robbery at Knott's. They used to not only rob the train like they do now, but they used to rob the stagecoaches. Look at this. This I had to get. This is the theater they still use, the wagon camp that they use for different shows. Still to this day, there's like a wall here now, but those old stagecoaches are still there. There's a new stage, but this is the same setup at the wagon camp. It's still there. Doctor having his medicine show. Here's another classic. These aren't just photos. These are actual postcards. 1950 freaking 1. There's Walt and Cordelia at the original Barry stand. This is back over at Disney World. This is the Treehouse, dated 72, a year after opening. Ah, look at this. This is at Disney World. With Main Street Electrical Parade was at Disney World. Need to bring it back to Disney World. Disneyland always gets the Electrical Parade. I want to see it at Disney World again. Pinocchio, Space Mountain. Then you got a couple of these, which don't have the sleeves on. That's why I bought extra sleeves. A little Bach Tower action here. Might start getting into some other ones, non-Universal, non-Knott's, and non-Disney, both coast-to-coast related, but it gets some Florida attractions like Bach Tower, Cypress Gardens, now Legoland. Oh, it's just so good. Oh, look at this. Little Cypress action. Get into some Claremont. We got the House of Presidents still there. The Citrus Tower, back when there really still was citrus to see from the tower. Polynesian Luau, RIP, because now that area is the new DVC tower that's going to be opening by the end of the year. A lovely Tahitian dancer, just one of many dancers that entertain nightly at the Luau at Disney World. Here's the Walt cart. There's a famous photo of Walt on this. Walt's not on this now, but you got Donald, you got Mickey in front of the Disneyland train station. Also Disneyland train station on point there. This is interesting. Take a look at this. This is in Disneyland. Millions have visited the Monsanto Chemical Company Hall of Chemistry. What building is that now? Where is that now at Disneyland? That's got to be that's got to be in Tomorrowland. Whatever building took the place of that. There you go. There's the Mark Twain. We're getting into some... No, that's Disneyland. That was... No, it's Disney World. Fort Wilderness Trading Post. Here at Fort Wilderness campers can select from hundreds of outdoor items and, of course, always a good time for a good round of checkers also. I am like so freaking stoked on these. Disney World. Oh, my favorite room in Small World is the Jungle Room on both coasts. Look at that. The hyenas over there having a good time. All the presidents there. Okay, is this? Yep, it's Disney World. Oh, look at World Showcase Lagoon. Why am I so happy right now looking at all this? This is just awesome. Look at this. You don't even see the new show building or the new ride building for Guardians. Way before Guardians. Oh my gosh, that's Horizons. My lord. That is Horizons. R.I.P. Oh. It says Epcot Center on it. Ugh. Okay. All right, I'm done. I am done. That's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching. I'm going down a new rabbit hole. I got a new I love the fact that I can just put them in here, and this won't even fill up. Plus, I got a bunch up there in the nerd room, in the corridor goons. It won't even fill up probably half of this, so I'm going to be... Oh yeah, this is a new rabbit hole I'm going to go down. Well, that's going to do it for today. I'll see you in the next video, the vlog. Put my seat out here. The vlog is